Hey dolls, how are you? Hope you're well. It's cold out here, so I'm out here with my fur, you know? It looks really beautiful outside. Looks can be deceiving. It feels more cold than it looks. Yeah, so decided to do a video today. I'm in the vlogging mood more than ever this week, I think. Decided to do a video today based on albinism. I haven't done a video in a while, like speaking about albinism and stuff. So I thought that I would do one today. So let's get straight into it. So basically, this video is going to be about the treatment that I faced over the years. I'd more say like living in London more than back home, because the things I went through back home, I don't think I remember it as much. It was completely different, and because like my family was well known, the treatment wasn't the same. So sorry guys if you see me squinting, you know, AB issues, albinism issues, the sun in my eye, and I don't want to really, you know, wear sunglasses and you can't see me. So yeah, I'm not even in the sun, it's just that the glare. So yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine about this actually a few weeks ago, because she also has albinism, and she lives in London part-time. You know who you are. And we were talking about different things, you know, in relating to the things we've been through and the things we've faced, etc. So she was telling me a story about something she went through, and then it just reminded me of all the things I went through, and I thought I would share a few of these things, because I feel that not to bring out the negativity, but to also speak to other people who have albinism, and just let you know that it's not just you that's been through these things. I've been through it, I've overcome it, and you know, to let you know that you're not in this by yourself. You know, it's not just you, and to know that you can overcome it and you can get through it, and to also share with people how closed-minded and how negative people can be towards people who look different, and you know, just for that knowledge basically. And because I have no problem with sharing the story, and it doesn't cause me that pain or that hurt that it used to before. But then again, I'm still human, I still do feel it sometimes. So basically, like when I first came here, I didn't really feel different. I never felt different. Did I know I was different? Yeah, but it didn't stand out to me really. It wasn't like a major thing to me, you know. I knew I was different, but it didn't really stand out to me in that way. And like I had to change primary schools, so I went through that twice. I went into 2 different primary schools. I think I spoke about this in another video actually. I need to keep track of the things I speak about. But actually, I wanted to more focus on the things I've been through outside of school. So along with the bullying and the stuff I went through in school, outside of school with people, you know, on a daily basis, I went through a lot of abuse and verbal abuse. So thank God none of it was physical, it was more verbal, except the one time when someone threw a can at me on the street. So other than that, it was more like verbal, and people would say some really, really horrible things. I think one time I was in Camberwell, that's an area in South London, and it was like broad daylight, you know, in the middle of the afternoon. This was summertime, sun's shining bright, everyone's at the bus stop, I'm at the bus stop, and then this guy like was driving and rolls down his window and goes, "Oh my gosh, what the F is that?" You know, like such ignorant terminologies, like what's that, or you know, who is she, or what is she, and all these things like that. And no one ever stopped to come up to me and ask me questions like, "Oh, you know, why is it that you look different?" Or, like, can you help me understand it? And I think I would feel less offense if people came up to me and asked me questions than to make comments and stare and point and whisper to their friends, because most of the times these things are happening, I'm not with anyone and they're with their friends and they're having these discussions with their friends saying, oh my gosh, look at her, look at that, look at, and it's just so horrible. And I think to myself, why are people so ignorant, And you can't stop ignorance. You can't stop people from being ignorant. But I wish people would ask. And in my whole time, all my years, 2 times people have approached me. And these are females with children. And they both had sons, actually. And their sons asked them, oh gosh, I didn't realize this before, actually, now that I'm talking about it. They both were boys. Wow. And they both asked me to explain to their sons about my condition, like give them like an explanation, because they tried to explain. So they wanted to introduce me to their sons, and they were young, like 5-6-year-olds, young little boys, bless them. But they asked their mom, and their mom stopped me and said, please can you explain to my son, and I'm just trying to let him know that you're just like everyone else and you're no different. And it just touched me. That more touched me than offended me, and coming out. I would take greater offense, obviously, to verbal abuse than from someone asking me a question about my condition. So another scenario I've been through is like someone was asking me for direction, and this was near my workplace, and this was not very long ago, actually. I think this was about 1.5 years ago. And they said to me, oh, how do I get here? And I couldn't see, because of course I'm visually impaired, and I couldn't see what's going on. So at the back of the car, there was people at the back of the car, and what happened, the driver didn't ask me this question. The person in the passengers, he asked me this question. So I was on the side of the driver's side, on the pavement, and the driver leaned forward for that person to speak to me. So I'm not clocking what's going on, like I'm not realizing what's going on. And I'm thinking, okay, they're asking for directions, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I think it might be this way, whatever. Then I can hear them laughing, and I'm so close to the car, but I'm still not gathering what's going on, because I'm focusing on just answering the questions of this person that's asking me for directions. And one of them at the back was filming me and laughing. So whilst they're asking, the person at the front asking for directions, the person at the back is filming and laughing. And then this is a few occasions that's been of people filming me. This is one of the reasons why I don't even like to take the bus. I've been through scenarios where I'm on the bus and people are taking pictures and of me on the bus, and I can hear the cameras click, taking a picture. You're right in front of me. I'm not even paying attention, and people taking pictures of me. So now when I hear a click of a camera on public transport, I'm paranoid. I know for a fact that someone is doing something, and it's like people think, okay, your paranoia is taking over you, but you don't understand my experiences and what I've had to face. Do you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that it's going to stop because I start to develop confidence within myself, or I start loving myself. That doesn't change people from behaving towards me the way they do. And I've had to learn that I have to deal with this. Like the realization I came to at one point in my life is that, do you know what? People will always do this, no matter what. I am going to have to be the one to deal with this. I am going to have to be the one to realize that they're always going to talk. They're always going to criticize. People are always going to say something about me. I have to learn how to deal with it. I have to learn how to let go of it. And that's basically it, really. That's just what I've been working on within myself. And this is the reason why I've gotten closer to Christ, and I've been seeking my Bible, because that's the only thing that's helped me. No matter how much people have talked to me and said, oh, I don't understand why you feel this way. I don't understand why people do this to you. Like, no matter what, it lives within me. And it's something I have to deal with forever, and it's continuous. And it's just like, it's not an easy situation to go through. And unfortunately, the bad outweighs the good. You would hope that the good would outweigh the bad always outweighs the good. And you would only hear that you know, when you've had verbal abuse for so many years, you know, you would only hear that, and you would say, okay, so, you know, why are you listening to these people? Do you know what I'm saying? You don't even know them. But it's not just one, it's two, it's three, it's four, you know, it's all the time, it's constant. It's just all the time. And it's like, it's from my own people. Do you know what I'm saying? It's from my own people, it's from my own black people, what I'm trying to say. And it's never from another race, it's always black people that's doing this. And that's where I don't understand, because I'm sure that within our home countries, people have seen other people with albinism, especially, you know, in the Caribbean and Africa. And I'm sure they have. And to know that people will like come here or be here and just like be acting like, wow, what is that? Or who is that? Or why does she look this way? Or, you know, it just makes me think, my gosh, people's mentalities will just never change. I just saw a message from my friend now actually that I was talking to you guys about sharing her story. So I wanted to share her story because, you know, it's similar. I just wanted to enlighten you guys to know that this is not just me, it's not just my stories. And she told me about when she was on the bus and these white kids were on the bus. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning the colour of their skin is because that's going to become relevant towards the end of the story. So she said that these white kids were on the bus, and she said that they were sitting behind her. She was sitting in front. This was on the top of the bus, because, you know, for those who don't know, we have double-decker buses. And what did they say to her now? They were basically contemplating and arguing and going back and forth about whether she's white or black. And you know, one of the kids said, oh no, she's black. And then the other one said, no, she's white. She's as white as my arse. And it's like, these are the type of comments you'll get from people. These are the type of things that people will say about us. And people don't think, and they will say that loud enough for everyone else to hear. And what do you say? You know what I'm saying? And the weirdest thing about people is that you will defend yourself and then they will look at you like you're crazy, instead of looking at those people who is making the verbal abuse towards you. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand the ways of people and the ways of the world sometimes, like, and you will never understand it. And this has constantly affected me, and this took me to a place, I was contemplating speaking about this now, but you know what? Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and this is what my page is going to be about. And I went to therapy at one point for this. I went to therapy for a couple of weeks. A lot of people don't know this about me. And I thought that would help. And the only realization I came to from going through therapy is the fact that I can't change what people will say about me. I have to change within myself. But that therapy did not help my change. God has helped my change. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that is the reason why I've sought God. That's the reason why I've asked for his help. That's the reason why I put all my trust in him, because I couldn't do it on my own anymore. You know what I'm saying? The words of like, no one could help me. People couldn't help me. Man couldn't help me. No one could help me. I couldn't do it by myself as well. So that's the reason why I've turned to the word and for comfort. And it's helped me so much. It's helped me so much. No one could do what has been done for me. I'm telling you, no one could do it. And me getting to a place where my natural hair is out, getting to a place where, you know, back in the day, I didn't even want to wear lip gloss. I didn't even want people to like see me in lip gloss because it would show too much of my facial features. You know, all these things and demons I was fighting by myself. You know, I was putting up this persona every day. I used to wake up angry, like naturally angry. I used to leave the house so defensive. You know, I used to put on this armor and have my face so screwed up, so angry, so that I could look threatening towards people. Do you know what I'm saying? So that they won't stare at me, so they won't look at me and think that I'm an idiot. I walk around, up to now, I still do this, and it's dangerous, and I walk around with headphones in my ear because I don't want to listen to the verbal abuse anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tough thing to go through, and it's like everyone deals with their demons, but I feel that, like, great, listen to all these planes, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Everyone deals with their demons, everyone has demons, but I feel personally that my demons attack me every day. and I wasn't coping. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to walk around with that burden on my shoulder. Like, do you know what it's like to walk around with everyday burdens of other people's ignorance? Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a fun thing to go through at all. And I've been rambling on for a long time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it wasn't an easy thing to go through. And I just had to find comfort in something. And who best to find comfort in than in God? And that's the reason why I've changed my life and changed certain things, you know, because of that. So that's basically it, really, you know, a gist of, you know, the type of things that you can go through having albinism. But I just want to let those know who have been through these things and who are going through these things, just know that you will get past them. You will get through them. Believe and love yourself. Remember, you're unique. You're made unique in your own way. Even every person with albinism, people say some ignorant things. Oh, you all look the same. Or I get these comments. Oh, you're the prettiest albino I've ever seen. What kind of comment is that? What kind of question is that? Am I supposed to say thank you? You know, like, people don't think when they say things. Oh, you're the prettiest one I've ever seen. So I'm supposed to feel complimented because you said to me, I'm the prettiest albino you've ever seen. Yay! Like, really? Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make me feel better. And like, people don't think about the things they say. That doesn't make me feel good. Like, that means you're trying to tell me that other people that have my condition are ugly. Like, really? Well, we're all ugly, right? You might as well say that. Like, I take offense to that. That doesn't make me feel great. So just know that, you know, once again, I'm just saying, love yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Work on loving yourself. And it's like such a cliche phrase to speak of. But if you don't work on loving yourself, no one else will. I'm telling you from now. You will attract the wrong friends. You will attract the wrong boyfriends. You will attract the wrong husband. Do you know what I'm saying? Even your family members that you hold dear or you think are close to you may not be, because they're playing, everyone is playing off your vulnerability. They're playing off of your emotions because they know you're not secure in yourself. So they're just using you for what they can get from you in any shape or form. And I know that feeling. I know that feeling of being used. Do you know what I'm saying? I've had friends who were not real friends. I've had boyfriends who definitely weren't real boyfriends. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a hard thing to overcome. Trust me. I am not saying it's easy. I'm still going through my journey. I'm still working on myself to love myself. But I've come so far, I can't believe how far I've come. And that's what I'm working on. I'm continuing to move forward and continuing to love myself. So if there's anyone out there that, you know, wants someone to talk to or wants support or wants to ask any questions, comment below. You know, I'll offer any support that I can and help you with anything I can, because I went through the whole process. I went through the, you know, loads of makeup. I went through the change in every hair color and every style, you know, and now I know what I love and now I know what suits me. I needed to go through that process to love myself. I needed to go through that process to see, you know, what was for me and what wasn't for me. But now I'm in a place where I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm done. You know, it's all about me. It's all about being a natural me. It's all about loving myself. And now I feel more beautiful now than I have ever felt about myself. So that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been rambling on for so long. And yeah, any questions, any queries or anything you want to ask, be free to ask. My love to you guys. Thank you once again for your support. Like, subscribe, share. Take care, guys. Bye.